It's certainly a set-piece based map. We know Threat loves that, as the guys were discussing, but here we go then. They're still on the T side. It's certainly a CT-sided map. Navi normally very good on Mirage in general. They're quite confident on Train. Let's see if they continue that form into the second map here. The final map of the first week of Pro League here. Nice boost up from Edward there. Good movement skills. And we'll see whether he can hold on towards the CPL room here. Looks like a split here potentially. The A ramp is where the bomb will sit for it exist. Get right in towards the Palace area, and 3 players towards underpass. Headshot towards Simple, down to 2 HP for him.
Yeah, look, try and follow up with more into Edward. Simple actually only being 2 HP, peeking on out, takes 1. Edward going to be doing that much more damage, and this split has been ruined. Navi looking fantastic. How do you let Simple getting away with anything there in mid? And then Edward stepping up from short. You had Flamey out on the site as well, laying down the pain on the 2 players that came from Palace and Ramp. That was textbook from Navi.
How has he got away with that one? I have no idea. Simple finding shots with that USB. Edward with a good job as well, pushing off towards short. No bomb planted. The A split nullified, and it's going to be round number 2 now. CZ's Desert Eagles, PT50s, force by for sure for NiP. Bomb towards Palace, and 2 players there. Get right and Rez. Forrest and Draken wait towards the A ramp, and Exist holds middle here, but he could be flushed out. Molotov lands at his feet. He's burning alive here, and definitely dead now. They'll have to go towards A. They might find a frag here. Rez does take down Flamey, and the bomb should be planted.
That's not a bad outcome just yet. They're going to try and hold on to it as well. And right now they are doing damage. Edward, though, not going to let this one slip away. He's on 4 in total. Wants to try and go for the ace if he can. They've spotted out Draken. He's going to go for it. But Edward, good night, sweet prince. Draken denies the ace. The defuse coming in. And he will just fall back, looking to try and hold on to whatever he can. Will be allowed to keep the armor and the Deeg.
Not the worst outcome there from NiP, considering they get the bomb down there. Sure, they lose the round, but they can buy up to the first round and be quite comfortable there. Decent retake from Navi. I'd say NiP really wanted that pistol just to get the ball rolling here on Mirage. It was a struggle on trying to get into it. We were 7-1 down, but slowly but surely the clutches came through. A great performance, a triumphant performance, I should say, from Rez. It was great, but still, that's been the thing about NiP. They have these huge deficits, come back for a little bit, then it all falls apart at the end. Simple underpass. He's going to get a couple of frags in for sure. There it is. He's just looking crisp right now, isn't he? Ready to go. He seems revitalized with this little shuffle with Zeus coming back in.
I mean, look at him go.
Oh my god.
He's just clicking on the heads. It's easy for him.
That was filthy.
Simple.
MP7 as well. That range, I'm sure he's going to armored heads, but look how crisp it is.
He makes it look easy, and that's the worst thing about him. You know, you look at it and you just think, I could be that good, and then you can't. That's the crushing reality. He's maybe you could, Henry, but I don't know.
No, not anymore. Maybe 10 years ago, possibly.
You were a whole different man 10 years ago. Then.
Yeah.
Simple. He's over here in mid. He's got that AWP in hand. Draken's finally got one as well for NiP. Over here in Palace. Has Get Right to back him up over on ramp if it comes down to it, but Exist is holding over a mid. I mean, you can tell that that play from Simple has spooked them a little bit, as they have 2 players dedicated just to holding for any mid aggression. Edward actually going to be carrying that magic MP7 forward. Simple on the AWP for Navi. Going to be waiting in CT spawn. It's where we see he likes to play, at least in this map. If past experiences are anything to go by, but he's very dynamic over on this CT side.
Not very split by the looks of things for now. We can see Forrest and Rez towards the underpass. Bomb we picked up here. Get right hold towards the A ramp. Drake and the AWP. Nothing really exchanged as of yet. Rez smokes towards the window. They are getting some decent control here. Mid is theirs. CTs though, focusing on maybe pushing Flamey at the A ramp. He is getting ready. Zeus watching towards Palace. No one pushing in just yet. Oh, Get Right might have a chance to find the first frag here. Flamey, he's been playing very well as well, I have to say. 5-4 now. Draken coming with the bomb towards A ramp. The A split will come in eventually. A focus on the connector. This is a bonus round for Navi. Really don't want to give this one away, NiP.
Beginning of pushing in, and actually Rez and Draken have been able to open this up. They put it back in with 3-on-3, but Simple, once again, he's just completely dismembering this. It's going to full play to Forrest as sees trades. Edward wants to try and get more than the MP7, which he'll be allowed to do. Gets the AKs saved. They got plenty of money over on this CT side. They can't afford to drop the AWP over to Simple, or he can buy his own. But most likely going to be chucked that over so he can get the utility to go with it. for NiP, it's going to be another force buy once again. Henry, could we see another 7? What was it, 7-1 last time?
It was a 7-1 in favor of Navi. That's definitely possible. They're looking a little bit lackluster right now. NiP, Simple looking incredibly good. And it's the full execution. We were ready and waiting for it. We know that NiP are going to have this in their wheelhouse. Smokes in, trying to get that bomb down once again. Simple, ready to defend though. Waiting for the flashbang to come over. That will be it. Jump on the ticket booth now probably. Here comes, it's a shot, but getting pushed in. He hits a nose scope here. Oh, apparently not. Get right takes him down. Now they have the orb. Something to work with here. No gaps in those smokes either. Quite good, but Zeus is maybe going to drop down towards Sandwich. Try and deny the plant here and get right. That's a hell of a shot. Takes down Edward, and now we have got a round, but Flamey and Zeus are seeing to that. Now it's just Forrest to the CZ left in the 3 versus 1. He's at the A ramp. He is very good in these sort of situations. Doesn't really have the firepower to work with here. So get right, I have to say, lovely little shot from him. From the CT spawn area, takes down Simple, gets the AWP, makes it an expensive round, but ultimately only 2 frags found. Flamey will recover the AWP. And here's the replay right now of the retake from Flamey. 5-0. Still early days, but looking like a very dominant Navi performance.
Bow to come in for NiP. Draken's got the AWP in hand, but right now, the prospect of going toe-to-toe with Simple is a terrifying one. He's going to try and take it out over into middle. Has Exist here to try and help him out. Smoke goes down. We'll facilitate this cross over in mid if they'd like. Right now, Edward and Zeus are the players in mid, while Simple switched it up. And this is what we say about him being such a dynamic presence on this map with the AWP. Went from playing mid to CT, now he's up aggressive in Palace. And get right, well, he's ready and waiting for this play. Doesn't want to try and fall prey to anything. Any funny business from Navi.
Simple changing his position up every single round. It's been in window. Connect that CT spawn now in towards Palace this time. Looking at that first pick, you can see there's one player just cowering there, and he might just gift in the frag so fast. Every single time it's Simple. Takes down Get Right. 5-on-4 now. How does he hit that shot? Wasn't ready for that angle, but gets the flick in. Get Right goes down. The bomb's in the B apartments right now. It's a long way from home. CC controls towards B, but Edward with another shot. They're looking so good right now. Navi hitting everything. They don't even have to challenge for these frags right now. Good smoke. That's nice play. Simple hits another. This feels like it's done. NiP don't really have an answer for this right now. Holding up. Perfect positioning from Navi. And I think that this could be the lineup that could really do something now. But hold on. Hold the phone. Seems like we have got a few more twists and turns here, but Simple, he's dealing with that right away. There's only be 30 seconds remaining now. They have got the bomb. Draken, they know he's got the AWP. Just a note there as well, now they've got the firepower and the leadership. It was Seeds who was in-game leading for this lineup before, and he was stifled by that. He seemed so weak in terms of his individual performances when in-game leading. Now Zeus is back, Seeds finding some form, but this one isn't done just yet. This could be the little wall bang coming through. I think it has to be, or a no-scope. They're trying to bait him out, 1 HP now. Simple, just toying with him, isn't he? He gets 4 kills there, Harry. His total must be astronomical right now. 12 kills, 2 deaths after 6 rounds. That's not bad. Oh, I love that slow motion replay as well. Get right, taken down. There will be a maximum loss bonus, but no bomb being planted. They are keeping the CTs relatively modest, though. Their money's not really swelling right now. They've got like 2K on 3 players, and there is one, Edward, with $8,000. Simple must be pretty well established. Yeah, 7K for him as well. So those 2 players at least looking quite good. It's round number 7. A 4 spy, if you will. It's a UMP and a Galil with 3 AKs. It's still pretty decent. They've got the smokes they need, and I think they need to do set pieces now. Let's get that bomb down. Let's even get Forrest into a clutch. And Seized, aggressive, of course. He drops that really nice smoke from the B side to isolate a player there on the other side. I think he fall back here. Why is he going for more? He wants the AK, perhaps? Oh, this is so dangerous. I like it, though. His teammate threw the smoke, and now he has full control of B. Just taking time off that clock.
Yeah, this is so well played. We've seen them do this before, and it works brilliantly now. NiP, they've had their arms twisted. They have to try and either switch it up or wait for these smokes to fade. And they've been kept here for so long at this point. Minute left on that clock. As we just head south of that, they're going to try and put something together here. It's only 2 players up. Into apartments, you're going to have Get Right there. Lining up some utility of his own. They're going to try and throw the smokes and flashes in, they'll go out. This is going to go ahead and block off shop window. That's handy when you've got Simple on the other team. He's going to be rotating on in, but now the rest of the guys in the site. C steps up, takes two, boosted up in the corner is going to be Edward. It's all on Draken. 1v4, has himself a UMP, and that's a tall order. And even then, Simple's locked out the site. That smoke was designed to keep him away, and he just finds it anyway. Now they're going to go 7-0 up. Henry, it was 7-1 last time when NiP got that round on the board. Do you think we're going to see a new personal best for Navi? Or
I think for sure. They can't really buy into this one. NiP is 3.5k per player. Maximum loss bonus with the bombs is not being planted. They lose that first pick once again, time and time. It seems like Navi push a certain area, find a pick, fall back, buy some time, have crossfires set up. NiP don't check a key position, and then it all goes wrong. I have another partial buy here, probably go for executions. Could still win the round. It's a map that lends itself to set pieces with the weapons like Tech 9, CZs, for example. Let's see if they can get anything going here at all. Here's the frag charts for you. Will be indeed simple at the top. Of course, it is 13 kills, 2 deaths. Edward sees Flamey and Zeus not far behind, pretty spread out between them, and exists 0 and 7. He's actually got the full James Bond right now. No one else really fragging for NiP at all. No one's really stepped up. And we'll go into a CZ round for them. 5 CZs, smokes, flashbangs. This will be the set piece towards A. Objective, get that bomb down, then see what we can do after that.
yeah, they're going to go charging on in. Flamey watching from CT, has the crossfire with Simple over in jungle. Smokes rain through, up close is going to be Get Right once again. This time he also gets away with it. So now he's got himself an M4. We saw him have impact last time from CT, and this time looks to be a similar story. Bomb plant will come in for NiP, and Navi, they have to be careful. You said this is a map that lends itself to these force buy set pieces, but Edward, not when he's tapping on heads like this. Takes the man advantage. They are going to lose Zeus as he walks out into the crossfire. So does Edward. So he's able to get one more, but it's the 2-on-2. Simple's fully flashed. Get Right pulls this one back and now seized. 1 versus 2, 9 HP. The Molotov going to burn out exists, but he still finds the frag. And that's NiP. They replicate it, Henry, 7-1.
Yeah, you're really pulling that storyline, aren't you?
Yeah, well,
you're really interested in that one. But yes, they do. It's going to be 7-1, and we'll see whether they can convert that. That was the set piece. With the CZs, it's Get Right once more, pushing towards CT spawn, finding the first kill, getting the M4, and making things very uncomfortable. And we'll have another 4 buy here for NiP. All powerful Rez this time. He must have a decent spawn. He actually heads towards middle, trying to find the shot towards window, but it's Zeus. Oh my god. Draken gets absolutely wrecked there. There's going to be a fast split towards A, though. Get Right the next frag.
Yeah, they continue charging on in. Zeus is up in Palace. The Molotov keeps him away. And aware that he's there. The bomb plant going to come on in. It's planted perfectly for ramp and connector. Get Right looks to try and hold this from mid as Edward chimes in with 1. Rez is going to be able to get the return there, but it's still a 2-on-3. Zeus up in Palace causes so many problems for them here. As Forest lies in wait. The only man on the site, Rez just hiding in connector, but they don't anticipate Forest as he finds the first, make that 2, goes in for 3, but sees, clutches it out in the 1v1. Defuse comes on in, and Navi, they are straight back on that scoreboard, this time punishing NiP. The bomb plant does come in. What does that mean for the money, Henry?
It's not looking too great for them. They'll probably force buy into this one and try and respond straight away. But it's Forest with another tremendous performance there. Great aim, and seems like he's doing everything he can to try and carry them through these rounds. But C's stepping up once more. He looked fantastic on train, and probably even better here on Mirage so far, winning a huge round there. That shuts down NiP. They can bring out 4 AKs and a UMP, but it's the lack of utility, no orb to work with here. It's going to be a difficult round for them to win, especially up against Simple. He's back on the AWP, this time in towards the window. Smoked out, surely no kills coming from that. Just rattling off shots, going for the wallbang right now. Nothing inflicted just yet. And the A-splits have been where NiP have been focused. For a smoke towards the connector. Zeus getting a little bit tagged up there. Trying to fall back right now. I can't see the bomb still towards top of mid. Oh, it's player in window. Simple seems to know. Or does he?
Be careful, and actually he's going to get caught out. Get Right tries to be the catalyst once again, but Zeus this time trades. It's Edward over on shore to take 1 more before Draken manages to equalize us out over in mid, but Zeus wins that out with Draken, and now that's the man advantage taken for Navi. It's forced the hand of NiP out towards the B-bomb site. Rez sneaking in, but Seized is in a great spot to shut this down. The smoke going to rain on in. Does give away his position, and Rez is already up and past it. Seized doesn't anticipate this. He lands the headshot, but Rez wins that out. He's only got 1 HP in a dream. Zeus is already here with the AWP in hand. And while he is no simple, he's going to look to try and shut this down. The bomb site has fallen, but Zeus is still here. He's going to be able to find the first, which is out to the AWP. Forest left in the 1v2. Has to try and clutch this to keep NiP in this game. And Forest back against the wall. Bomb timer ticking away. Plays it round the site, baiting out the shots, find the first. Now it's Forest versus Flamey, and Flamey comes out trumps. That is going to be Navi to get themselves a 9th round. And Henry not boding too well for NiP from here on in. It's going to go 9-1 up.
Yeah, that was a bit of a force buy in itself. UMPs, AKs, little to no utility as well. Battling with Zeus there. Trades all over the place. Came down to that 2-on-2, and it's Forest once more taking it right down to the wire there. 1v1 situation. If he wins that, NiP are right back in this game. It'd been Runny would be wrecked up all the CTs, but it doesn't happen. 9-1. They have to take an eco on the chin and allow Navi to go to double digits here. This is looking overwhelming for them now. They have been getting themselves in decent positions and very close calls, but it's not enough to actually win the round itself. Well then, a round where NiP have little to work with, but Exist somehow gets that pick. Takes down Seized, who has been great so far, but giving himself up a couple of rounds now. Nothing really obtained though by Navi. I mean by NiP, excuse me. They'll be without armor, and Edward finding another headshot there.
Yeah, that's that trade. Coming in better late than never. Keeps it all equal. Draken sneaking through mid. About to be backed up by Forest. The bomb going to be in tow as well. Flamey finds the first. Draken looks to try and trade, but he's going to get impaled. Get Right does manage to take one. As Simple and him go blow for blow inside the B-bomb site. But Zeus is there to trade instantaneously, and now it is all on res. 1v3, bomb on his back. 50 seconds left. Has himself the Deeg. Gotta have more than that. Spots the man out on shore. He has to have the key name to land this shot. Ooh, damage being done. Flamey tagged to 23 HP, pivoting back and forth. Rez takes the first. Gonna look to try and keep pushing, but Simple, not a fan of letting him get that ball rolling. Just goes ahead and wipes him out immediately. And that'll be Navi to enter double digits, 10-1. This is a stomping ground for them.
I didn't notice that grenade at the start. That's how Exist gets the pick. Well, it probably would have got it either way, but NiP once again close, but no cigar. You're absolutely right. It's going to be the AWP Simple once more. The money's still pretty weak for the CT side. Just one round for NiP will do it. They can probably get 2 or 3 on the bounce from that, but we go into another set piece here. An execution coming through. Simple this time, not in CD spawn. That's where he's been struggling. Get Right's been focusing on getting through that smoke here. Simple wants to push the smoke, push the envelope and see whether he can get this next frag, and Flamey goes down. The set piece working out nicely, but Simple says no. Finds Get Right.
Oh, but Zeus pounces on in. Simple still raining in damage and Seized. Now beginning this rotate, him and Simple look to try and lock down CT. The pop flashes do rain through Supreme. The bomb plant comes in for NiP, but it's Edward who could make all the difference. Takes the first. Simple going to go down. Seized and Edward just chipping away at the defense here. As Edward on the flank falls prey to Draken, and then Seized can't step up. NiP will get themselves a 2nd round. That is single-handedly going to wreck the money of Navi. So from here, they should be able to get themselves a 3rd.
Absolutely. I think it'll be the force buy from the CTs, but as we said, every round they've been winning. Sure, they've been quite spectacular, but they've been close. It's been 1v1 almost every single time, and now NiP, they have a chance to even get 10-5 here. This force buy, win this one, I'd say it's almost certainly going to finish at 10-5, maybe 11-4, depending on how that final gun round goes down. But Max 7s, Deagles, CZs, NiP, they've got to convert this one. You can't afford to give this round away. Don't win this, it's probably going to be a 13-2 half. Everything points towards NiP. They're ready and waiting, holding the depot. Draken with the AWP in towards Palace. Zeus might push that position any second, and he'll probably go down. He's got the shotgun. Might be flashed in here. Thinking about it, trying to get a nice close-range angle. But for now, NiP is dissecting the map. Sees on the other side there, and the B apartments with the CZ in hand. Hoping that a terrorist walks into their crosshair, and it'll be NiP to make the first mistake here. Good information for Flamey. No one at A ramp. Zeus might fall back off that call, which he does. They're assuming it's going to be a B-sided approach. Could just be another A split here. Get Right still working towards the apartments. Actually, Draken, I beg your pardon, with the AWP in that area.
NiP managed to get control of middle now. Only have 45 seconds after. I have to try and make their mind up sometime soon, and nothing from Navi had presented itself as any sort of advantage. C still holding aggressive up here, and Apps gets spotted, but he's done damage. Get Right's not looking too healthy. Edward gonna go down, and then Seized falls as well. So that B hold just comes crumbling down as Zeus desperately looks to try and rotate in with this Mag 7. Flamey and Simple not even moving, so they're just gonna look to try and hold on to the Deegs and the armor. I'm going to see Zeus probably take it a bit more aggressive, try and farm up some money with the Mag 7, but that will be it. The round going to go the way of NiP. Get Right and Forest both tagged very low, so if Zeus could get up close, he could actually do some serious damage here and make some money in the process, but
I don't think it's going to happen with Drake, and watching the back lines there is unlikely. We do have Flamey, though. More of a promising position there. Could find them exiting out, but it doesn't want to go through the B apartment, so they know there's a strong chance. CT's waiting on that side. Draken falling back. A clean round there for NiP. Something to work with now. That was the force buy from Navi. They probably want to hold on to their Deagles and Max 7 as well. Take that to the next round. They know they're going to be absolutely broke going into round number 14 here. So, 10-3. Some signs of life now for NiP. Like I said, they've saved Deagles. Simple, one of those. Can be at times one of the world's best pistol players. So NiP looking for that 10-5. I think that's still enough on the T side. That's an okay half. It's not amazing, but it's certainly doable.
I mean, when you think about the fact that it was 10-1 a couple of rounds ago.
Yeah.
Suddenly it's starting to look up here for the Swedes. They have found a bit of a resurgence thanks to this weakened economy on Navi as well. So. And this round, they don't really have much to work with. The Deeg on Simple, the Simple and Flamey, sorry, the Mag 7 up for Zeus. That's really the only thing that poses too much of a threat here for NiP. Going to be doing a bit of a creative boost over here to try and get some vision up in Apps. Zeus holding aggressive up in Palace, but he doesn't round the corner. If he just holds this passive, this could net them a frag early on as Draken waiting for a Zeus Exist to come on in and help out. And now they're going to be lining up these smokes and flashes, ready to go in. Ready to commit to this A play. Get Right, the man on the entry. The man who was to try and make all the difference. And Zeus holding it close, falls prey to the peek from Exist. And now Flamey, things about to heat up for him here. Peeks out with the Deeg, can't find anything. Exist doubles down there on the entries. And Simple sent reeling back, only on 14 HP, wants to try and save the armor into the next round. Sees the Edward, that's all that's left. NiP will be getting themselves a fourth, one away from that 10-5 half.
It's looking quite good now for NiP. Pretty much a clean sweep there. As we said, Navi just had to lose one big round, and that was it. That was the window of opportunity for NiP to get back into this game. 5 players staying alive. This is the penultimate round. We go to number 15 next, and goodbye Seas. Forest dispatches him there in CT spawn. Edward, Simple remain. Simple with the Eagle and head armor as well. 14 HP advantage to save that armor for the next round. Make sure he gets a nice healthy buy. And looking for that 11-4 scoreline. That would still be very good for Navi. There's quite the difference between 11-4 and 10-5, I have to say. Especially the way NiP are playing right now. And this is not a map we really think of them as being exceptionally good on. Final round now, and no AWP available. Navi really did get punished towards the later stages of this half. No kit available, no AWP, limited in terms of utility, but they do have 5 rifles here. Probably have to be a little bit more aggressive as they send 3 players towards the B side of the map. I'd assume they push off towards short, maybe boost at that area. I think the boost is coming in indeed. Simple's going up. Looking towards the mid-ramp right now.
No one going to come walking his way anytime soon from NiP. They do just play this more passively. Seized up in Apps this time. There's no smoke down aggressive. Just going to be playing it safe as he holds on the exit here. Forest looking down scope. Wants to try and spot anything out. He's very, very wary of the idea. Knows how aggressive they have been playing over here towards Apps. The rest of NiP now starting to grab control of mid. Rez wrapping around through lower tunnels. Peeking on out. Isn't going to be able to find anything just yet. The 2 players up on short. They boosted Simple back up once again. Damage being done. Exist spots him. That's Simple down. And he's been the real threat for Navi. So not only have they got the man advantage, but they've dropped one of the most important men on that Navi squad.
Yeah, huge scalp to take there. 35 seconds though. They need to be careful. They're going towards T-spawn with the bomb. Time's still okay, but that can fall apart very quickly indeed. They've only got that one-man advantage for now. If the bomb goes down and they're unable to plant it, it could be disastrous for them. They'll go for the A split once again. It's been very beneficial for them. The rounds they have been picking up. Connector, A ramp. Here comes the final commitment.
Pushing on in. Get right and exist, open things up in such a big way. It's Zeus, who's all the way up in Palace. It could make such a huge difference here. Zeus takes the peek on out, finds the first, goes in for more, make that two, and somehow he's still alive. Rez misses the trade there. It's all eyes on him in a 1v2. Bomb ticking away here. C's pushing up through, Connector finds the frag, and that is going to be Navi to get themselves an 11th round against All Us. Last round and a half goes their way on the back of a fantastic play from Zeus.
Very good stuff indeed. To try and take down Navi. Didn't go too well on train. It's not looking much better here on Mirage, I have to say. NiP posting 4 rounds on the first half there of Mirage. They swap over now to the CT side, where it is more favoured, technically speaking. And we'll see whether they can maybe win the pistol and make things a little bit more interesting here in the second half. I think they have to. But this has been the key storyline for NiP all week. They have awful first halves. They come back into it slightly, then lose it towards the end.
Yeah, it's like they have half a resurgence, and then it all falls flat, and that's the thing. I mean, they used to be a team that was so resilient. You know, they were a team that you could never count out, and it seems like they've still got almost all of that, but then just not quite enough to push them across the finish line. Now, pistols haven't exactly been a reliable thing for NiP either. We haven't really seen them have too much success in these pistol rounds, and that really needs to change here. They've only got 4 on the CT side, but a good pistol could propel them very quickly back into this game. Initially then we've got 4 sets of armor, the kit up for get right, nade on smoke on him, sorry, and it's going to be seized for the side of Navi. Picking up 2 flashes, the Deagle for simple. He's on his own right now out in mid, no one here to trade. Could fall prey to these USPs, which he will. Forrest quickly beheads him, and that's the man advantage taken off the bat for the Swedes.
Good start. It's promising. We'll go towards B. It's the final commitment. Flashbangs coming in. Need to keep having those headshots coming in thick and fast. It's going to be another one. Here we go. This is looking much better for NiP. The clean sweep, finally. Something that looks dominant from them. An actual masterclass there from Forrest. He's considered one of the best silenced USP users in the game, and that's a big round for them to pick up. No bomb planted means Navi will be force buying here in the second round. Seems like CZs are a lot more popular at the moment than Tech 9s ever since the nerf of that particular weapon.
Yeah, I mean, I still prefer the Tech 9, if I'm honest. I don't really like the CZ. But at a pro level, yeah, no, I have to agree. Because, you know, I'm nowhere near that. But,
oh, so modest.
Yeah,
Come
you
on.
know, what can I say? I got that, what, LEM?
Nice.
I'm not actually LEM.
Okay.
I had to let you know that, Henry. I don't want you to lose too much respect for me all in one go. But here we go. Navi over in mid. Going to be flashing over the top. Edward and Zeus peeking on out. Actually, Zeus able to find one with the CZ, showing his very dominant range, and Flamey tapping away with the Deke takes one more. The trade's trying to come on in. It will be the 3-on-3 with Bomb drop top of the map, and Forest still locking this down from short. Has to be cautious, because out on A, Flamey does reside. They're going to try and push up, get control of this bomb as Edward locking it down. He's the only thing stopping them from running over this round, and he will fall. Now it's Simple and Flamey left in the 2-on-2, but Forest got tagged within inches of death in that duel for the bomb. Draken, a man with, I think, 5 frags in this game thus far, towards short. Able to get one more. It all falls onto Simple, but the players he's up against have 18 HP between them.
You're absolutely right there. Simple, he's also very low indeed, but still has a chance within this round. 30 seconds remaining. The bomb is obtainable, but obviously he's not aware of that. It's going to cost him valuable time just to work out and process as to where the CTs could be. Heads towards top of mid now. Picks it up. Now, how does he get it down? That's the next thing. They'll be aware that he's probably got it, but they'll be ready to pounce, knowing he can't really go towards the B side. He's just going to have to hope that he can cross over the side. I don't think it happens. Oh, actually, might be fine here. Now we have a chance, but coming through the connector, that's fast. Bomb when we planted, Draken, and just about denies it.
That was huge there from Draken to finish that off just before the bomb plant comes in, because Simple left 1v2 with bomb planted. That could have been a very different round there. But, we see NiP managed to get it. 6-11, 5 rounds between these two teams now. The MP9 up on Rez as he looks to try and make some money. Exist going to be on the UMP. For Navi, they've got the Deke on Simple, P250 for Flamey, but that is it.
Glocks, PT50s. Won't yield too much fruit here for Navi. It seems it's going to be a clean kill there as they take down Seeds, and some decent map control picked up there. Rez to find that first kill. It's going to be Exist to chime in as well. So that much needed pistol has been converted to the 3-0 here for NiP. And like we said, they normally have decent starts after getting battered in the first half, and then it all slowly but surely gets torn apart. We'll see if they can find a map hit today and split the series. Go too well on train. And for now, just forward Edward and Zeus on low HP. Edward thinking about jumping in the window, hitting with the Glock, trying to cause some damage here, but Forest takes him down.
Zeus on his own trying to charge into B, but Draken will swiftly deliver death. And that's NiP to get that 7-11 scoreline now. This is where the going does get tough for NiP as Navi, they've got the cash to invest. Can be AKs across the board. Nice bit of utility as well, but a little bit lackluster. Would have been nice to maybe see someone forego the firepower in favor of getting that much more utility, but enough for these guys to work with. And they're just going to be throwing out very early on. Smoking mid, trying to get players across. Draken misses that shot, and that would have been gifted to him. Luckily enough, the man advantage still presents itself as Get Right. Takes the aggression and finds Zeus.
Get Right, absolutely right, pushing towards the Palace. Zeus was doing that in the first half, time and time again, so a taste of his own medicine. And boy, does it taste bitter. He goes down. And now in terms of the buy for Navi, they do not have the AWP to work with here, but a few smokes, 3 of those, 4 AKs now. Bob's still down in T-spawn. Decent map control in terms of the mid presence, but nothing really to write home about just yet. But oh my God, Simple, that is. Tell everyone about that shot. As he takes down Exist, equals the situation to a 4-on-4.
Yeah, right, caught off guard. Simple's on a tear. He's got himself 2. Going to be looking for that much more. Rez, I'm going to take 1 over his short. Has to be careful here. Starts to fall on back. Inside the site, Forest going to be holding over at the murder hold, waiting in CT. Draken waiting in CT, could peek out the short if he'd like. The bomb starts to push on up C, trying to sell a fake, about to walk into the crosshair of Draken, and there we go. Draken retakes that man advantage for NiP. The rest of the guys sneaking up short. Rez is tagged incredibly low. The Flames do peek on how I managed to take him down. It's simple. 1v2. He's going to go ahead and get the bomb down here as Forest starts to head on in. Doesn't have support from Draken. If he goes down, this could be risky. Forest is very far forward, but he finds the shot. Down goes Simple. Defuse comes on in, and that is NiP to take themselves an 8th round.
Forrest picks up the AK-47. Job well done by him. It was looking incredibly scary there as Simple started to hit absolutely everything in that connected position. Took down Exist and then Get Right as well. It seemed like he wasn't going to miss a single shot. Bomb planted in B, but CTs are hot on his heels, and Forrest once again hitting the shot that really counts. Puts himself in 18 kills, 13 deaths. He has been great this week. Really the star player for NiP. Showing that the old boys still do it best. It's going to be round number 5. Forced by here from Navi. 3 AKs, a glow and a UMP. Severely limited in terms of the grenades as well. And CT's getting quite aggressive here towards middle. Forrest pushing off towards short. Sees drops another smoke and could be challenging here with the glow.
Yeah, they're trying to try now make their way with brute force into B. Rez is there and they don't check it. Finds the first flame. He does manage to get the trade. And now they go forcing their way in here. Forrest raining death down from short. Only manages to take one before the trade comes in from Seized. Into the 3-on-3. Draken into the site. Seized takes a second life. As now he's warmed up to this over on short. Get Right spots him out. And then the second as well. Get Right pulls us back from the brink of defeat for NiP. And that's them onto their 9th. 11-9. 2 rounds separating these two teams. And NiP back in this one in a big way.
Yeah, that's actually great from Get Right, I have to say. Coming in from short, having that trigger discipline as well, and manages to win a very, very big round indeed. 11-9. Money still available for Navi. Obviously a maximum loss bonus with the bomb going down twice in the last 2 rounds. NiP still, after the reinvestment, they're going to be struggling if they lose around here. Draken has to rebuy the AWP, but looks things out of $1,400. Rez is 0. Same story for Forrest as well, so need to make sure they win a few rounds in a row here, tie things up at 11-11 to really stand a chance to win this game, I should say. But Draken takes down Edward. The spray through the smoke works out, and then the tag team duo comes through.
An advantage early on for NiP and Navi. They've been struggling at coming back from this. Not the same fighting form we saw them in this first half. Flamey forced out by the Molotov there. On towards Tetris, they know that he's there flashing on through. He can't see anything and Get Right. Gonna go ahead and take the fight straight to him. Does go in over his head and as a result gonna lose it. Flamey still holding off over on Tetris, trying to grab their attention, which he will have. Draken now falls on back, Seized as he starts to rotate up through lower tunnels, going to try and reunite with Zeus, who has the bomb over in middle. The 3 remaining players looking to try and collapse on into the A-bomb site now. 2 up in connector. Flamey from Tetris. Trying to just slide all these pieces of the puzzle together. Forrest takes the peek out. He's going to fall. Zeus and Flamey, they get 2 between them. And now Rez and Exist. That is all that remains. Exist, the first man on the scene, going to fall short to Flamey. And it's all eyes on Rez. 1v2 as he does manage to dispatch of Zeus in through the smoke. It's a tall order. The newest ninja into the roster makes his way in a window, but then he's going to fall prey to Seized up close. Navi will get themselves a 12th round on this T side.
And it's a devastating one to the economy of NiP as well. Navi finally get going here in the second half. It's been a while, 5 rounds in a row for the Ninjas. We kicked things off in the first half at 11-4. They've got back into this game, but this has been the storyline throughout Pro League this week for them. Getting back into it, then it all falling apart at the last hurdle. 12-9, they are going to go for the force buy as well from what I can see. The AWP is dropped for Draken. He'll drop a UMP in return. Not exactly equal, but still we need him to step up here. He's only on 10 frags right now. Not looking that confident. And it was one of the last moments of the previous round. He's taking down Rez. Final buy comes through, Harry. It's not looking amazing. 2 UMPs, a CZ for Rez, an M4, no kits. Lose this one. It could be a loss bonus. Not going to be there at all. They get $1,900 next round, and it could be 13-9. Have to win this one. Draken needs to step up.
Exist is over here in mid, just going to wait in case that smoke rains in. Goes and jumps down. Not entirely sure if that was intentional, as now he repositions into connector. Means they have a 4-man stack over here towards A. Rez with only a CZ to his name waits over here in B apps, while the rest of Navi take things slowly initially. So they've got Flamey holding for map control over in Palace. Rest of the guys waiting in mid in case any aggression comes out from NiP. But now it's all eyes on Draken, who's holding the angle. They're going to try and run boost simple across. Here we go. Does make it out, but Draken lands the shot. The run boost doesn't fool anyone as Draken doubles down. That's the bomb dropped out within the lines of the AWPer here for NiP. They have to try and cross to get it. Just keep firing shots away. I think single-handedly Draken has just locked this round down for the Ninjas. At least that's how it looks right now. AWP to be picked up by Edward. He's going to make the retreat out of mid.
He had to step up here. It was the force buy from NiP with the AWP focused with Draken there. He had to get 2 frags, which he delivered. Now, Get Right chiming in as well with that UMP. It will be the 5-on-2. Edward picks up the AWP. Seized won't be with him for now. 30 seconds. They might just be saving the weaponry at this point. Bit of a disaster there, but we'll see. Maybe Get Right can get anything going yet. Looks like the save will be coming in. Bomb all the way in T-spawn here. Edward is trying to hold the AWP. So it's NiP bouncing back. Very difficult decision to force into this round, but it works out. Draken, like he said, negating the run boost there. And we could find a Get Right kill with that UMP. That's so good. Very impactful there. Drops the AWP, finds the bomb, confirms the round victory, and they can go for the double AWP setup now as we move forward. 12-10. Double digits for NiP. That's what I've always said. That's when you start believing him. First shot was great. Second one, even better. Lovely stuff there for Draken.
Yeah, we need to be seeing more of that right now. I mean, he's been kind of the serial underperformer for these guys. And, you know, whenever he does step up, it makes such a big difference for NiP. So, double up set up in play. Forest going to be the other AWPer along with Draken. Well, Navi, they're setting up over here towards the A-bomb site, lining up smokes and flashes. They force ball into this round. You can see Seized has himself an AK carried forward from the previous. Has utility now to try and accompany that, while the rest of the guys have armor, upgraded pistols, couple of deagles, the CZ up on Edward, and now the utility rains on in. Get Right. Can't do anything from CT, gonna get up on top of the boost, take a couple of shots, peeks on out, and does drop Zeus. No trade in sight from Seized or Edward as they play the close angle. And Get Right just gonna keep going back for more. This tree bearing so much fruit for him here as he makes his way on up. Continues going back to try and reap the benefits, and they're just not shutting it down. Seized does take one in return, but Draken in with a quick shot, gonna go back to try and put the nail in the coffin, and that might be it. Simple 1v4, Deeg in hand. Time ticking away. Bomb out in the open, he's tagged from Draken, and there you go, he finishes it off the second time around. NiP 1 round away from equalizing this out.
They definitely will as well. Look at the money. It's all falling apart. That was another force buy from Navi. Didn't really work out for them. No bomb going down there either. Current scoreline in the second half, it's 7-1 once again, but this time NiP with the firm lead. Put on the throw of Navi. Has to be the eco now. No flashes, no armor. Just rush A, boys. Get it over with by the looks of things. Wait for a smoke to go down. Maybe just push through it. Hope for the best.
Yeah, they're just going to be put through the meat grinder here. Best case scenario, they managed to get a bomb plant, but that...
Oh, wait.
Oh, okay. Flamey and Simple, they've done damage. Draken trying to step up and hold this one down from the crossover. Bomb plant comes in. So this round's already looking fantastic here from Navi. Forest manages to dispatch of Seized. Now it's Edward and Flamey there, the two that are left. The lengthy wrap coming in from Edward as he goes to make the trip in through mid. Bomb's plant is safe though, so you can't actually deny it from where he is. Draken suspects, and there we go. Good night. As NiP get themselves their 12th. But a perfect round there from Navi.
I don't know about perfect, but pretty good. They get the bomb down, a couple of kills. Perfect's a strong word, Harry.
Okay.
But it was good. You're right. It was. If they win, I would say that would be pretty perfect.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, they get the bomb down. It's pretty much as good as it's ever going to get, I think. And we'll see whether they can convert that going forward. But NiP, their main headline is they tie things up, 12-12. And we'll go into the next gun round here. Maybe still have any utility. And Draken, now he's getting the zone. He was on 0-7 at one point. And now finding himself looking more assertive and confident. Finds that frag as well. Takes down Zeus. That's much better. 5-on-4. NiP looking to take the lead. What a comeback this would be from 11-4 to win it in the second half. And as if he exists upon another frag, Edward looking a little bit disjointed there from his teammates.
Get right up to dispatch of Siege down in connector. That's just Flamey and Simple left now. 2v5. And as good as both of these guys have been, this is an uphill battle to say the least now in this round. Sitting over on ramp, they have Get Right to worry about on stairs. Draken waiting in CT. Simple does manage to find Draken. So that's their foot in the door. Get Right. He's going to be waiting on stairs. The lengthy rotate for Exist into CT will now be beginning as the smoke goes down. Simple in with a second, gonna go in towards CT. Exist is there, tries to snuff him out, but Flamey gonna drop Get Right now. We're into the 2-on-2. How the hell has this round been turned on its head? It's all on the back of these two men, Simple and Flamey. They've done a fantastic job. Bomb ticking away, Exist and Rez to come in for the retake. Make their way up through CT. Simple's already on 2. He's the man locking down the angle. They're going to be allowed to breach into the site, spot him out. Damage being done, but they don't quite line up the frag.
Oh, no.
Going to go back for more. Simple pulls out the nade by mistake. Continues going on in, but he's got Flamey to reinforce, who manages to take a second. Make that 3 as Flamey gets the hat trick. Down goes Exist, and that is Navi propelled straight back into this one.
Just about, yes. Very nice round there from Flamey, especially Simple and him doing everything they possibly can to keep Navi in the lead here. The match has been paused, of course. NiP a chance to take stock and work out what just happened to them. Money's still very good overall. Draken with $10,000. Similar story for Rez as well, who's on 7.5 with Forest. 23 kills of Forest so far, having a bit of a blinder here. Navi now within touching distance of taking the second map as well. He had a real clean run on train, but after winning 11-4 in the first half here, it's looking a little bit more difficult to close this one out. Number 11, the unpause comes through. A double orb set up for the CTs here. This is huge now, Harry. This round decides it pretty much. Money, weak on both sides. Reset potential for Navi. NiP will have nothing after this round. It'll be 14-12. They'll have to force buy. Follow Draken, has been very good opening things up towards connector. He goes. Molotov deployed. Doesn't reach him quite, so he might have a chance to find a frag here.
Yeah, he's going to be locking it down. It's pivotal that he starts this round off right. The rest of Navi have made their way out towards A. Get Right. Burns one alive. Exist now chimes in with another. Draken up through stairs. Good night to Zeus. And now Simple and Seized. They're the two that are left. We saw a 2v5 last time, but surely we cannot see a repeat of those heroics once again. Simple, one of the men left from that 2v5, is tagged out at 37 HP. It's going to take some heroics here.
Yeah, and then some. A minute remaining. There's the first shot, but the refrag comes in straight away. As far as take down Seas, but Simple. Never discount him in these situations. He takes the first kill down. That's Get Right drop, but Draken quick on the trigger. Finds the kill. 3-player survive for NiP. There's the reset for Navi now. NiP. Just when you think they're out of it, they managed to find huge rounds here. That was a weird one from Navi generally. They went for the contact play towards A, just walking in with no real flashbangs or smokes deployed. Back with that first shot. Nice shot to be fair, but nothing really to push him off. They were hoping they could maybe have a surprise there. But it's an interesting approach from Navi now. The 1 AK surrounded by pistols. It's given to Seas. I prefer Simple to have that. He's the kind of player that can make this sort of buy really work out for him. But Seas has been playing well so far, but down to 50 points of health already.
It's a very lengthy replay, but here we go. Yeah, Seized. He's up in apps. Gonna like to rejoin the rest of the guys down in middle. He's got that Catalyst AK in hand. Draken down to connector, has the crossfire with Forest up on short. Edwards already snuck by Forest's crosshair. And he's no idea that he's there, peeking on out. Quickly, it's going to become apparent, and it's a shooting gallery down in mid. Target-rich environment for Forest, who's got no problem tapping away. He takes 3, and now Zeus left 1v5, struggling to stay alive down in mid as Rez comes in for more. And NiP, they're going to take the lead now, 14-13. And what we used to call NiP magic is now almost like this NiP curse, right? I mean, it seems like they keep almost reaching the end and then falling short. Let's see, Henry, have they finally broken that curse?
We'll find out in this round pretty much. Navi, we did say financial turmoil would ensue if they lost the previous. So AKs, Galils, CZs, 2 smokes and an HE grenade. Simple has got the AK though. Arguably one of the world's best and most talented CS players. But Draken, he's playing lights out Counter-Strike right now. Takes down Edward. Another opening kill for him. Falls back, watches towards the apartments. Looks at the lower ramp as well. But for now, they have that advantage. He doesn't have to go too ham here. Just stay alive. You know the money's low. Bait out whatever Navi have got in mind. Forrest makes his way towards CPL. Looking for match point at 11-4 first half. And we find ourselves here 14-13 in favor of the Ninjas. With a very good chance they find match point here. This would be so devastating for Navi. Get Right finds the final kill, it seems, as Exist and Draken strike at the same time, and that could be it. Money's in the bin. NiP, a match point. Harry, this has been an absolute disaster for them. They've got 2 rounds here in the second half. And it's NiP with the full buy. The orbs are out. The AK's in hand on the CT side. And it's Navi with CZs, 4 of those, and a UMP. Surely this is where NiP close it out.
Yeah, you'd hope so. I mean, looking at the buy from Navi, it is bare bones to say the least. UMP, 4 CZs to complement, a boatload of utility, and what looks like the play out towards A, the set piece, as they throw down the smokes and flashes. Gonna go pushing on through. Get Right, Draken, and Exist. They're the first 3 men to try and keep this at bay. They're going to go charging on in, pushing through CT now. Get Right. He was doing this on the T side, but he's going to fall down to Edward. The man advantage taken here is Navi. They have been able to get their foot in the door. Bomb planted. And this round, still competitive. Exist going to take the peak, but Forrest mops down 3. Somehow gets the spray of a century as he knocks them all down. In towards CT spawn. Seized and Zeus. They're the 2 that are left. Only CZs on them. Rez and Forrest coming in for the retake. And Forrest with 4 now. He's going to go ahead and bait out the defuse. Zeus takes the peak. He takes the bait. Rez finishes it off. And NiP, they win this out on the back of a fantastic 4K from Forrest.
He's been great all evening. He's been great all week. It's NiP that haven't been keeping up with him. But finally, a map victory comes through against Navi as well. After getting completely destroyed on train, they managed to get it together. The first half was weak.